Eleanor Templeton walked down the street trying not to feel despondent. It was her own fault nobody was waiting for her at the train station. She wasn't due to arrive for another week. But she had to leave Boston. She couldn't bear the stares, some of sympathy and some not so pleasant, any longer. She made her way toward the church. The priest always lived near the church, so it was as good a point as any. The town was a lot smaller than she'd expected. Was she mad coming here? Perhaps she should have chosen a bigger city like Chicago, where she could have got lost in the crowd. She walked faster, as fast as her skirts would allow her. People, men mainly, were staring at her, making her uncomfortable. She was so busy worrying about the other people, she didn't see the man until it was too late. "Excuse me, Mum." Eleanor sprang back from him as if burnt. She couldn't breathe, but stared at his hand still on her arm. He flushed slightly as he took his hand away. "Apologies, Mum. I thought you were going to fall." She made the mistake of looking at his face. His wide blue eyes stared back at her, frank admiration in their depths. He looked concerned, as if worried she was going to scream, or worse, faint in a heap at his feet. She was made of sterner stuff than that. "My apologies, sir. I wasn't looking where I was going." "You're English?" He grinned at her. "I'm from London myself. Been in the States a few years now. How is the old country?" Eleanor bit her tongue, wondering how to reply. In England, strangers didn't speak to ladies, particularly if they were alone. But then well-brought-up young ladies wouldn't be walking down the street without a chaperone. "Where were you going? You're a stranger to these parts. Maybe I can escort you the rest of your way," the stranger asked. "That won't be necessary." Eleanor's cold tone wiped the smile off his face. She hadn't meant to be rude. She tried to repair the damage. "Thank you for your kind thought." She saw the church behind him, but before she could move, she heard a voice behind her. "Morning, Gary. Mum." "Morning, Father Molloy. I would introduce you, but I don't know the young lady's name." Eleanor's stomach heaved. What would the priest think of her standing in the middle of the boardwalk with a strange man? It was hardly a good first impression. She turned to look at him, expecting to see censure in his gaze. Instead, she saw a warm smile. "Good morning, ma'am. You're new to town. Can I be of assistance?" "Yes, Father. My name is Eleanor Templeton. You were expecting me, but not for another week." "Miss Templeton, our new teacher. How delightful. Please, come with me. I am sure you are gasping for a cup of coffee after your journey. Pity I didn't know you were on the train. I was just at the station myself." Father Molloy smiled at her. Eleanor stared, while the man called Gary laughed. "I don't think Miss Templeton is used to priests being so nice, Father.